Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see.
So here is the icon. I meant this one here. All right, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Caleb. Yeah, so as I had said earlier, we are going to talk more of about job search support services that we offer to our clients. And more so far, we are going to focus on US pathway that we have already done it for a period of time and we have experience on it. So this is a presentation for our job search services for today. So welcome as we are going to talk more on this. Yeah. Caleb, you can go to the next Nene. So basically this is who we are as Passcode on the side of job search services. As Passcode, we normally have a group of departments, not only job search services. We have other departments. For example, we have NCLES training. We also have NCLES registrations, which help you for the process of registering so that you can be able to schedule for your exam. We also have another department for languages that entails German language. We also have English proficient test, which are languages which are IELTS. We also have OAT. We have TOEFL. We also have SAT. We have a number of them. So in Passcode, we have different type of services, not only job search services. So today, basically, we are going to focus on job search program that we normally conduct at a fee of 15,000 Kenya shillings. So we are going to talk more of it in terms of the services that it entails in job search programs. So one of it is job opportunity identification and matching. We'll talk more of this when we go down there. So here is where we connect you to, sorry, I have a flu, you will allow me. So here is where we connect your skills to the right openings. We have another one which is CV review and international alignment. Here is whereby we optimize your documents to meet global standards. So we talk more of CV alignment down there. So we also do interview coaching and preparation. So here is where we help you prepare for the upcoming interviews when we start your applications for jobs. We also help our clients to analyze job offers, stock contracts, and support you to make the right decision. Another important services that we do is immigration document support. There is where by your I-140 petition is being filed, and there is a lot of documentation that is required for your I-140 to be filed. So we help you each and every step so that your documentation process goes through smoothly. So after there, we keep on following up to make sure that the process still keep running so that you're able also to go ahead and do your visa screen and you're also able to relocate smoothly. Yes, those are the major services that we do under job search services. So I will touch on the workflow of from the lead to the last process, which is relocation. So I will give you a hint of how the process flows from where to which step until the final step. So the number one is where you are interested, where you reach on us, you are looking for a job, or you're inquiring to be assisted after passing your NCLEX exam, and you're there asking, I've done my NCLEX, how are you going to be able to assist me after that? So most of the time, we tell nurses who have passed their NCLEX that passing NCLEX is not like the last step of your process. There is where your process begins. So after being interested, we normally reach out, give you guidelines on how you're able to register with us and start the process. From there, we are able to help you to align the documents which are needed so that we can start your process. So the number one is we start by aligning your CV and document preparation. So here we are able to help and align your CV to meet international standards. We normally have a procedure and we have the steps that we normally follow to make sure that your CV is well aligned. So after doing your CV, we now take you, we now give you a head, and we help you prepare for your interviews. We normally do a very intensive interview coaching. That is, we normally able to share documents, we share tips, and what you need to know before we start your job application. So we are able to guide you through the process of interview. Sometimes we normally do a mock section to be able to quench if our client has been able to prepare very well, so that we can know if you are able to go ahead and do the application, or we can give you more time for you to revise and to be competent for the interviews. So after making sure that you are able and you are capable to face the interviews, we normally go ahead and do the applications for you. We normally do the application for you ourselves. So we normally base the application on your preference, on where you would like to go, and what is your preference, what is your pay that you want to receive, or what is your specialization, which unit have you specialized in. So we are able to do the application for you. So after doing the application, you are able to go ahead, receive the communication from the different hospitals that you have applied for you, and you're able to be scheduled for interviews. Now, after doing the interviews, you are able to receive different contracts from the different employers or the different hospitals. So after that, we are able to come in again, help you to analyze the job contracts, stock the offers, and we guide you in the process of making a decision, which is the right offer for you regarding the amount, regarding everything. So we are able to guide you to make the right choice. Then after that, now we go to a different step, which is the documentation, where we help you support you throughout the documentation process. Yeah, we will talk more of that under below. Yeah, we can go to the next place. Yeah, thank you so much. So I want you to see what is it that we are calling internationally aligned CV. What is this which is called aligned CV? So these are the kind of minor steps that are involved that we follow to make sure that we align your CV. So these are the details that are being which are involved in your CV. So the number one, we make sure that your CV has contact details. That is more of your name, your email, and your phone contacts. So we make sure they appear very well. They are at the top for the purpose of identification. So we also have a professional summary, which comes under your details, which is just a brief introduction of yourself, who you are, what is the experience that you have, what have you specialized in, what have you been able to handle. So we have a small brief to explain yourself. So we make sure it turns out very well. We make sure that it captures the attention of the employer because it's on the top end of your CV. Then we have things like education background. That is the education level that you have reached if you have done your. We normally advise it to start from your high school level. So if you have done your diploma, then it appears there. If you have done your BSN, it appears there. So we make sure we capture it at that level. And having everything well come out, like duration, the name of the school, and the kind of program that you are undertaking. Yes. Then we also have license details. So for all the kind of license that you hold, we make sure that your license details appear there very well. It captures everything, including the validity of the license. Yes. Then we also have the experience. That is the experience that you have from the different hospitals that you have done, you have worked in. So we make sure it appears there. And there is a lot that we consider when it comes to the experience. So when you come to us, we will tell you more of that. What is it that is required to appear on your experience section? What is it that is supposed to been captured there? So when you come to us, we will explain more of that. Yes. Cases managed. These are the types of cases that you have managed there in the hospital, the cases that you deal with each and every day. So they are the ones that we captured there, the ones that you have been able to handle and to reach success level after being able to handle the cases. We also have the equipment. The equipment are the tools that you use to manage or to handle the cases of your patients. Yeah. So we have referees. That most of the time we don't include anything there unless it's been requested by the employer. Yeah. So those are the measures section of the internationally aligned CV. Yeah. So as you can see on top, we talked about interviews. And I know most of you had question, which are these interviews? So we normally have two major sections of the interviews that you, when you start your job application, that you should be expecting in your mind. I know that these are the interviews that I'm supposed to handle or I'm supposed to face. So we normally have a pre-screening interview, which is a minor of the major interview, which is a clinical interview. So for the pre-screening, this is more of yourself. Who are you? In a brief way, you explain yourself who you are. Do you have a family? Are you planning to move with your family? What is your motivation to go and work in the US? What do you need? Why? What is motivated you? What is behind the motivation for you to go and work in the US? Have you done any class? Those are the kind of question which comes there. And briefly explain yourself. Who are you? And then what is your background and what is your nursing background and experience? So those are the major things which is entailed in the pre-screen interview. They just want to know more of yourself. to see if you can match their expectations. And after that, if you have been able to match their expectation, they now give you go ahead and schedule you for the clinical, which is also called the employer interview. We still also have a name. It's called the clinical employer. The hospital, yeah. It's more of hospital, what you do as a nurse. Yeah, so there is where now you go to the major interviews where they are able to interview you to see if you can be able to handle what they are looking for in terms of now the nursing section, the hospital now. Yeah, so those are the major interviews that we have when it comes to job search. Yeah. Yeah. Here we have an interesting one, which is visa, the type of visas that we have and which are majorly used to relocate to the US. So we normally have major two types of visas, which is number one, EB3 visa and H1B visa. So I will give the differences between the two of them and what each entails. Yeah. So the major the major visa that we normally advise for our clients is to go for the EB3 visa. Though most of them have their preferences or they prefer H1B visa. It depends with the preference of the nurse. So for the EB3 visa, this is a green card. It's an immigrant visa, which allows you to relocate with your family, that is your legally married spouse and your legally children. So it allows them, it grants you a green card, and it also allows your dependents to receive green cards under you. So you're able to relocate with them, and it provides permanent resident in the US. So this means if you're able to receive an employer who is offering a EB3 visa, and he has given you, let's say he or she has given you a contract of 3 years, and then you're able to locate there, and then you go and find that this is not the kind of employer that I wanted, or this is not the kind of environment that I wanted to work in. Even if you lose your work or you terminate the contract, you have the right to stay there in the US and look for another job while you're there. Yeah, that is the biggest benefit of EB3 visa. So it doesn't have a lottery. It is not under lottery as compared to H1B visa. Yeah, qualification for the EB3 visa. It's especially for nurses. You just have to pass. Pass your NCLEX exam. It being issued with the US license, and plus only the experience that you have as a nurse. Those are the major qualifications that you need. But it doesn't have a lot of qualification for you to be able to be granted a B3 visa. Yeah. So what is only required from your employer is just your employer must petition for you, must file your I-140 petition for you, for it to be able to be processed. So the duration for the EB3 visa, it normally take between 18 to 24 months. As you know, the issue of retrogression. So it will depend with the country that you are and how many people have applied in the same category as you are. So that is the determination for the retrogression duration. Yeah, but basically mostly it takes between 18 months to 24 months. Yeah. So for the H-1B visa, this is an immigrant visa. It's not a green card. It's just a work of visa that allows you to move and go and work in the US. This is normally petitioned by an employer. The duration for it is between three 3 years, minimum of 3 years to maximum of 6 years. Yeah, if your employers allows or expands the period for you, you're able to stay there between 3 years to 6 years. Yeah. So it doesn't provide a permanent residence. So it means like you're not able to receive a green card, and also your family members who are your dependents, they won't also be able to receive green cards, but they can go with you, but under a different visa, which he call it H4 visa. Yeah. But it means your spouse won't have right to go and work in the US. But after going there and your employer and promise to apply for you the EB3 visa, to process for you EB3 visa, you can go ahead and now apply rights for your to go and apply rights for your spouse to be able to work there. So those are the most major differences between the two visas. Yeah. Caleb, we can go to the next place. So, as we were talking about employment, uh, we are talking on two major section here of employment, which we normally have direct hire and we have staffing agencies. So I know most of the time, most of the nurses confuses between the direct hire and the staffing agencies. But now I'm here to clarify this for you. So when it comes to things for direct hire and staffing agencies, the biggest difference is direct hire, you are normally employed directly by an hospital. So it means here the hospital is your employer. And salary, benefits, and everything is going to be processed by the hospital direct to you. But when you talk about staffing agencies, it means that you're going to be hired by an agent. Agency is the one who is going to be your employer. So they normally interview you and they employ you. And they will be placing you from one hospital to the other. And it means that the salaries, the benefit, all of them are going to be paid by the agency. So the agency is going to make agreement uh, between the agency and the hospital. So they are going to talk about salary, negotiate everything, and maybe the agents can go ahead and sign a contract of, let's say, $50. And when it comes to you, they will negotiate with you at a rate of around $39. So it means the difference between the $50 and the $39 is going to be the benefit of the agents. So that is the biggest difference between the direct hire and the agency. But whatever you have agreed with the hospital, if it's $50, it means that is what is going to be paid to you, $50 straight to you. Yeah. So both of them, they normally offer support for relocation, but mostly for the agencies, they sponsor you everything. They can also sponsor you for the health NCLEX expenses. They can also support you for the visas and everything. But after you have relocated, they start deducting from your salary. But the good thing with the direct hire, you normally sponsor yourself in everything. You pay for everything, for the visas, for the training. But when you relocate to the US, they are able to refund some amount that you use for your visas and for the embassy. for the medical. Yeah, those are the biggest differences between the two direct hire and the staffing agencies. So when it comes to us, we can talk more of that so that you can be able to understand. Yeah. Yeah. I know you have heard me talk more of contracts and offers. And I had said earlier that we help our clients to analyze for their offers and their contracts. So here are the major key things that we focus when we analyzing for the contracts or stock the offers that you have received from the employers. So we normally look at key factors, which is like working hours. Those are the hours that you are going to be able to work every day. Like how many hours are you going to be able to work every day? Most of the time, we find most of the hospital in the US, they allow a nurse to work for a shift of 12 hours per day. Yeah, so we normally compare that and look to compare if it matches with our client preferences, if our clients can be able to handle that. So for the pay structure, most of the time they pay either weekly, bi-weekly. Those are the most common pay structures that they use. So we are able to tell you that your offer says that you're going to be paid either weekly or bi-weekly. So we consider if you're going to be comfortable with that or not. And also we consider the amount that they have paid for you per hour. So we're able to compare with the kind of living state uh, of the with the living standard of the state that they have invited you to go and work. So able to compare if you're going to be able to meet your bills, to cater for your dependents, and be able to save. So that is a big factor to consider. So we also have location benefit, which we mostly not uh, advise our nurses to run for. This is not a big thing, but it's also a nice thing. If your employer has also been able to assist with relocation. Yeah. Insurances, those are more of medical insurances that the employer is able to promise or offer to you and your dependents. So exit clauses. So we normally dig deeper to the contracts to make sure that we look at all those clauses, including the exit clauses. We make sure that it's not going to be tough for you, or if you are able to tamper with the contract, you're not going to face a lot that you're not able to handle. So we normally look at them and we advise to you, we tell to you that this is what your employer has said when it comes to if you want to exit, you don't want to continue before your contract um before your contract is over. So we guide you through that. So before you sign, you are able to know kind of um this is the kind of penalty that I'm going to face after existing earlier for the contract. Yeah. So we also have family friendlessness. So we normally advise our nurses to pick those states which are family friendly. Like you'll able to go and settle very well with your family, because most of the time you find most of the nurses have families, they have children, so they are looking to places where they are able to get nice schools, they're able to get nice hospital, they're able to get those communities which love families so that they can feel safe when they are there. Yeah. So we have compact and non-compact states. So this we explain to you more in terms of when you come to registration. So we are able to guide you to choose we normally advise our nurses to choose the compact state rather than the non-compact state. So the compact state are the states whereby they have agreement and they allow nurses, they issue a nurse with a tax license where you are able to, you can transfer your license and endorse it to another state. So you're able, a nurse with one license can be able to practice into most states as compared to the non-compact states. You are not able to endorse your license from one state to the other. Yeah. So here I prepared for you a few states which have low cost of states. As we know, we normally advise our clients to pick the states which have low cost of living so that it can enable you to save in terms of bills, in terms of everything, because you find that those states which have high cost of living, they tend to have a lot to pay. Like you find that most of them have um, state income tax. Most of them are charged income tax. So for our nurses who are coming from Africa, we normally advise please pick those states which have middle or low cost of living, so that you can be able to cater for your dependents well. You can be able to pay your bills well and be able to save. Yeah. So most of the benefits why you should choose Passcode is that we are expert in international hiring standard. We are able to guide you through that and to advise you through that. So we are trusted by hundreds of professionals. Those who have already come to us, they know who we are and to which best we can be able to handle the immigration process. So we also specialize in healthcare placement. We are able to do that. Yeah. So if you're looking and you want to know more of job search services and you want to see where is this uh, passcode consultancy, so you can get us through our website. There you can see the link to our website. If you also want to reach to us, you can reach to us via phone. You can call us or you can WhatsApp us through everything. And also you can email us via the email shared there. So we can reach to you, talk to you, and explain this in more. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I can see our time is really gone. Some questions in the chat, which I would really like you to handle. Someone is asking, how much is the job search process in dollars?
So for the job search services in dollars is $150.
$150.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is it. Someone is also asking, are these states prone to these weather storms like tornado?
Sorry, you can come up again, kindly.
Are these states prone to weather storms like tornado, earthquakes? I think that is what he meant.
Yeah, there are some of them, but mostly we normally advise you to the best for you to be able to select the best state for you, which are not faced with those major things.
I hope you got that, Captain. It's according to you, of course, according to your preference, and also according to how we advise you and the choice you shall make. We don't make the decision for you. We just give you an advice on the same. We give
Yeah.
you preferences. We guide you on which one is better for you. Then you make the decision. So Passcode doesn't make decisions or on behalf of clients. All right. Someone has a number of questions here. Is asking, does paying for these services mean I'll be bound to work exclusively with your agency for a fixed period, as in the case with some agencies? We are not an agency. Elizabeth, you can confirm that.
Yeah.
Where, where we give you our services and you pay us after we are done with that. No. And number two, we are not binding you in our company. This is a self-sponsored job search service that you pay first, then we offer you the service. Once you get your job in the US, you have nothing to bind you with us. Yeah, so we are a consultancy firm or company, so we don't offer services. We don't offer pre-services which you pay once you get employed. You pay first. We get a job. We help you get a job. Then you go work in the US. Number two, what is the breakdown for your services? I think that is what we've done. We've said we do train NCLEX. We do train German language. If you want to go the pathway of German, we do train German modules or language that is A1 to C2. We also offer trainings for English language proficiencies. That is talk of OET, IELTS. If you want to do that, you can get that from us. So we also offer NCLEX registration processes. For those of us who want to take NCLEX with us, we also offer registrations. That is talk of CGFNS, choosing board of nursing, doing your document verifications, and all the documentations that are involved in the same. Yeah, so those are some of the services we offer. Must the EB3 visa be applied by the employer, or one can do the application independently? And how much does it cost for the visa process for the EB3 visa? Elizabeth, you can attend to that.
Yeah. So most normally, uh, if you are doing the application for the jobs, it's normally offered by the employer. It's the one who sponsors for you for the visa. So for yourself to be able to apply for the visa, it's so hard for you to be able to reach at a point where you are able to be offered for the visa, because it's a big process for it, and it has been applied by many people at the same time. So if it's been filed by your employer, it's the safe side. Yeah.
What she's trying to say is that when your employer does the application, it is going to take is not going to delay a lot as compared to when you do it on your own, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I can see the second last question. What is the pathway for direct hire, especially for the nurses who want the hire? All of our applications are for direct hire. Please take note of that. We don't do agency. We do direct hire. That is what we advise our clients. And if I decide to work with Passcode, are you providing direct hire pathway? I think if you are in class, or if you started with us this webinar, we stated that we do direct hire. Yes, for self-sponsored nurses, direct hire. And what are the requirements logistically if I want to sponsor myself for direct hire? I think that is now a personal one. It is upon you to decide how you're going to go about it. Payment, that is, in terms of sponsoring yourself. What is the difference between income tax and state income tax in the US? Can you talk about Montana state based on the income tax as well as cost of living? Are you able to handle that, Elizabeth? Would you recommend a nurse to Montana State in terms
Yeah.
of cost of living?
Yeah. So Montana, it's one of those states which have low cost of living. So it's normally and also the good thing with it, it's a compact state. You can be allowed to endorse your license from it to another compact state, like a New Mexico one. Yeah. Uh, okay, Caleb, what was the question, kindly?
He wanted to ask about the cost of living. That is, I think, what he meant in terms of
Oh,
tax. Yeah, in matters to do with the tax. That is generally cost of living. The
yeah,
tax affect cost of living. So that is the advice he wanted,
yeah, okay.
which I think you have handled. That is in terms of cost of living.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So what is the cost breakdown for the presented services you are offering? Yes, for German, we offer $250 for every module. 250. NCLEX training is $300. NCLEX registration for us to facilitate for you is $200. Of course, plus what you will be paying the companies that will be doing your registration. That is the CGFNS, your School of Nursing, your board of nursing. When you're doing the exam scheduling, there are a number of steps you'll be going through as you do that. So if you want to get more about that, please reach out to that number. I will be sharing in the chat so that I give you a full breakdown on NCLEX registration, which I think has a number of details you can check out. Yeah, can you advise on Montana and New Mexico states, Elizabeth?
They are nice state when it comes to the cost of living.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you can advise someone to choose any of the two.
definitely.
Okay, so between the two, which one would you go to? Or would you advise someone to take Montana or New Mexico?
New Mexico is better.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
New Mexico is better. So when you'll be doing the application, she will be guiding you know why you should choose New Mexico and the benefits you will get there. How soon can you get a job after finalizing your NCLEX and IELTS when applying for direct hire? That's a very important question. How long?
so this depends with already the nurses, but it definitely takes between 1 to 2 months.
Yes, 1 to 2 months, and also maybe on how a client is responding, right?
Yes,
Yes, if you're readily availing your documents for alignment, that is CVs and your documents, the process will run fast. The process will run very fast. Some of our clients even got their offers after 3 months, after 4 months, after doing their NCLEX, and they do their interview and they get their good offers. Is there a success story? A short one you can give? Maybe the highest has ever got through passcode offer.
yeah, yeah. So we
Just
have a
about.
yeah. So we have a lady. She received $69 per hour.
Yes, that is how interesting it is, guys. $69 per hour is a lot of money. If you get that, all your problems shall have ended. You become rich. That is, and that is intention of every one of us here to look for money and sustain our families and achieve our dreams. How soon can you? That is answered. If the employer sponsors for B3 visa, will he or she cater for flight fee and accommodation for the first month?
Yeah, most of the employers promises that, and they actually do that. Yeah, so they can support you for the with the flight, but basically the nurse only, not the dependents.
Yes, so the employer will of course if you choose the right employer. So we advise you on when you get an offer, when we are interpreting the contract, we have to check for those things so that we make sure you get a company that can also help in accommodation and maybe flight. Because of the delay with the retrogression, especially for those who have been sponsored by agencies, can one consider direct hire and after finishing the contract join the agency? I didn't get the question. I didn't get that question. Did you get the question?
Yeah, so in a way, I was able to understand it.
Uh-huh.
So Lillian is asking if you can be able to use direct hire so that it can go as quickly as possible and then afterward you join agencies. So those are two different hiring agencies. So there is no way they will come across each other. You cannot be able to combine both of them because if you have to quit direct hire, it means you have to pay every single cent that they have spent on you so that they can be able to release you. Yeah.
Right. That is, we will always encourage direct hire so that you don't find difficulties in paying back the money because they will reclaim that money. With the employer processing the visa for direct hire, will we wait for 18 to 24 months factoring retrogression?
Yes, basically, yes.
Yes, you'll have to wait for the 18 to 24. How about someone who has just finished nursing school and has no experience at all? Do we need experience, Elizabeth?
Experience is very important. Like we normally say, even if you don't have that much experience, it's good to have a little experience because that is what most employers are looking for.
Most of hospital based, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone is kindly asking for a direct hire. What are terms and conditions? And in case of conflicts, do you stand alone or what can one do? Direct hire, are you able to handle that as our last question?
So you can come up again with the question kindly.
Is asking if she
Mm-hmm.
goes for a direct hire, what are
Yeah.
some of the terms and conditions? And in case there is a conflict, does she stand alone or what does she do?
So mostly when it comes to direct hire, there is nothing like there's nowhere you are supposed to expect any conflict because here you are dealing with that with you're dealing directly with the hospital. So most of these cases mostly happens in the agencies, is whereby we have those conflicts.
Yeah, so I believe even in the US, their job guidelines or their employment guidelines, which I believe you'll have to know. So in case there is a conflict, there are legal ways of handling such cases. Yeah, and as she has said, you will be directly interacting with your employer. There is no middleman in between or between the you two. Yeah, so let this be the last one. Between US and Australia migration, which one is faster? Yes, yes.
US.
US is
US,
faster.
yeah. For Australia,
Yeah.
they are very strict when it comes to the migration.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, because of time, our number is there. There's another number that I'm also posting there. Please grab that in case you want to join the NCLEX class or you want job search services. There's a number displayed on your screen, and there's a number I'm writing on the chart so that you can get in touch with us in case you have further inquiries. There is something you want to know, you didn't get clearly. Get in touch through our two numbers, and we will get back to you. We do intakes for NCLEX, for German language, for IELTS monthly. Also, German and IELTS, we do monthly. IELTS, we do weekly. Or English proficiencies, we do weekly. But for German and NCLEX, we do monthly. NCLEX, $300 or 30,000 Kenya shillings. Get in touch through our number. There's a number in the chat. Grab it. Give us a call. Give us a chat. Come to our offices. You will get us there, and we will guide you in this journey. So thank you so much. Maybe someone can say something on the chat. Did you learn something? Let me see on the chat as we wind up. Did you learn something? All right. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lillian. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We are very grateful. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. And thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you. Very insightful information, especially on the visa time. That is what Passcode stands for. We keep you updated. Keep watching our videos on YouTube, on TikTok. You'll get us there just to get to know how we do it and how we can help you. I wish you all the best as you plan to relocate to the US. And we also pray for good offers so that when you go there, you'll also send some money back home. So may God bless you and see you next time. Goodbye. So thank you so much, Elizabeth, too, for your time and your presentation.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. The recordings will be there. I'll share in the group. If you're not in the group, reach out to those numbers and we'll add you in our groups. Yeah, but the recording will be ready by tomorrow. Yes, thank you. And leave the call.